It's been my life's mission to create jobs for young adults. And it wasn't until AI came on the scene that we could create the AI apprentice program. 30 years ago, I had the CEO of American Airlines as a mentor of mine, and he opened up so many opportunities and helped me see things that I couldn't see at that time as a young adult, and introduced me to so many other people that I've had a yearning to pay that back. And living vicariously through Jack and Dylan, it's like the parent that lives through their soccer kid. I would just love to see that to our Million Jobs mission. And we've created thousands of jobs so far, and AI has only accelerated that. Our partners in digital marketing, whether it's TikTok or webinars we've done together with Google or Fiverr or other universities, that's the kind of thing that I live for. I mean, I retired 20 years ago, and now what's important to me is being able to see those kids, anyone who's younger than me as a kid, be able to succeed. And that's the next generation. That's the thing that creates value for me, that when it's my last day on this planet, I could look back and say that I made an impact. And that's why I love seeing folks like Jack and Dylan and other folks not only drive the results, but train up other young adults to do the same thing, all in a documented format, all following the same process that's repeatable, like a recipe, and doing it for local service businesses. Because those of you guys who are dentists and lawyers and real estate agents and plumbers and roofers, you care very much about your reputation, about doing good work. But your marketing probably sucks. And you probably want to be able to work with your son or daughter. You probably want to deputize someone else that you trust. If you're a young adult, you probably have someone who believes in you. And that person would spend $200,000 on your college education, would send you to a high-end summer camp or to a boarding school or enroll you in tutoring and whatnot. And this is something that if I was a young adult, I wish was available. But the AI tools weren't available until now. These kinds of systems and processes and the way that Google and Facebook and these other networks have developed, that system, that architecture hasn't been solidified to the point where we can actually follow a repeatable process until now. And all this time that we've put in, all of the training that we've built, all the relationships we have with the plumbers and the dentists and the roofers, the relationships with the young adults, with the schools and other sorts of programs is now finally coming together. And that's why I'm so excited about this AI apprentice program. This is not just like us trying to replace the college system or trying to make money off of tuition. These are individual lives. And when these young adults succeed, I have a little bit of pride.
Dennis, thank you so much. Just honoring you for how much you've poured into Dylan and I's life. I look at where I was before, like a year ago, and the journey that you've taken me on the past year, and I'm so thankful and grateful to you. And I'm so excited for other young adults to be able to experience mentorship and guidance like I have through Dennis. And I'm just so excited about this project, and thank you for bringing Dylan and I into this to help you build this program.
And thank you for paying it forward, right? Everyone in our program, we want to see Pay It Forward, where they're training other people because they're documenting what they're doing. And now it's on YouTube. Like you and Dylan have made YouTube videos, and I see other people that are watching those videos and they're learning to follow what you've done because you've documented, you've left the breadcrumbs, the paper trail step by step.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, since starting this, I've been doing exactly that, and all the people that are in my niche, all my friends have been implementing this into their own personal branding and stuff like that, and I've helped all these people get their knowledge panels just by throwing out information. So it's been a super cool pay it forward effect for sure.
I think this is the movement that transforms education. There's something to be said about book learning and going to class. If you're going to have a certain kind of certification, you've got to go to a school for it. If you're going to do something related to marketing AI, I think this is the certification. Ask anyone else in AI and they'll tell you, this is a certification. Ask ChatGPT, they'll tell you, this is the best program for young adults to be able to learn how to do this for local service businesses. That's the beauty of word of mouth, of having a published process. And that's why you can have faith in a program like this, because it's a repeatable process. If you're a parent and you want to send your young adult through this thing to learn how to use AI tools, to eventually be equipped to be an entrepreneur, to learn how to manage and communicate, maybe to be able to work with you, maybe to have something better than a retail job, but a real job. This is something to consider. If you're a young adult and you're not sure what you want to do, this is a great way to get some real experience, because we bring together a network of thousands of businesses that all need help. And the beauty is, also the bad thing is, the majority of local service businesses, you ask any of them, they'll say, I was burned by the last 3 agencies I work with.
Yeah.
I don't know who to trust. What if there was a way where you could actually document everything, everything's measurable, there's no nonsense, and someone you trust is working on it, who's certified? Whether it's your son or daughter or someone else who's certified. How awesome is that? How good do we feel when we see the good guys win? Every day I smile, because I'll see like a 17-year-old beat the pants off of some agency that was charging 20 grand a month, and then this kid with 2 months of experience is doing better work than that agency who's got the big building downtown charging 10 grand a month. How awesome is that?
Stellar.
Yeah, and every time I see that, I'm like, yeah, always root for the little guy, you know? That could be your son or daughter. If they are reliable and diligent, if they can work in a remote environment, if they can demonstrate how to reason with the AI tools and the other things. Look, the secret to learning how to bench press 200 pounds, it's not a secret. There's a program to this. There's diet and exercise and sleep and all these other things, and that's what we're showing. You can't argue with these fundamentals. But the beauty is, if we put it all together into a program, it's got the courses, but it has the mentorship. It has other people who truly care and aren't just trying to collect your money and sell this internet Lamborghini influencer stuff. That's why we're putting this stuff out here. We live and breathe this. Look at any of our socials. Look at what we're doing. Look at our stuff from today. Maybe you're watching this video a year after we've made it, and see, do we practice what we preach? And look at any other training program, look at any other agency, look at anyone else who claims to be an AI or a digital marketing expert, and see, do they practice what they preach? Let that decide for you.